All right, so you know how much we all worry about our blood sugar, right?
Yeah.
But who actually wants to read a ton of medical studies to figure out what's going on?
Nobody.
Exactly. So today we're doing a deep dive into healthy blood sugar, doctor-approved natural strategies, and we're going to break it down.
Make it simple.
Yeah, make it super simple and actionable. And what's great is this book is all about the natural stuff, right?
Yeah.
It's perfect for people who want to avoid all those crazy medications.
Yeah, exactly. We're talking about strategies you can use today, like
Yeah.
right now, to feel better without getting bogged down in a huge, complicated plan.
Right, and I think one of the coolest things about this book is how it explains insulin sensitivity.
Oh, yeah, that's key.
It's like how well your body uses glucose for energy.
It's fascinating how important that is to our overall health.
It really is. Okay, so think of it like this. Your blood sugar levels are like a car engine.
Okay, I like that.
If you have too much fuel, it's going to sputter and stall.
Right, yeah.
Too little and you're running on fumes.
Exactly. It's all about balance, right?
Right.
Finding that sweet spot. And that's usually between 70 and 99 milligrams per deciliter when you haven't eaten in a while.
When you're fasting.
Yeah, when you're fasting.
Yeah.
Now, if you're constantly seeing numbers above 126, well, that's a sign to chat with your doctor.
Yeah.
It could be a red flag for diabetes.
Huh.
But remember, keeping your blood sugar balanced is important for everyone.
Everyone.
Not just people who have a diagnosis.
Yeah, it's like preventative maintenance
Exactly.
for your whole body.
Right.
And speaking of prevention, this book goes deep on food as medicine.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we've all heard of the glycemic index.
Yeah.
But this book takes it to a whole new level. It actually highlights research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition that suggests a low GI diet can be just as effective as some medications at improving your insulin sensitivity.
Oh, that's a game changer.
It is.
Especially for those looking for a natural approach.
Right?
It really shows how powerful food can be.
It really is. Food is medicine.
Oh.
So simple swaps, like switching white bread for quinoa, ditching the sugary drinks for a berry smoothie.
Love it.
Small tweaks, huge impact. And while we're on the topic of food swaps, we can't forget about fiber.
Oh, yes. Fiber, especially soluble fiber.
Yeah, tell us about that.
Well, think of it as a buffer. It slows down how fast your body absorbs sugar. And there's research in The Lancet that actually linked a high fiber intake to a lower risk of type 2 diabetes.
So we're talking about loading up on veggies?
Yes.
With the skins on whole grains, beans.
Absolutely. We're building a delicious meal plan right here.
I know, right?
Sounds so good.
But even with all the good stuff, we got to remember portion control.
Oh, that's important.
Even the healthiest foods can spike your blood sugar if you have too much.
So true.
Which is why I love the plate method.
Yeah.
It's so visual. Half your plate is veggies, a quarter is lean protein, and the last quarter is whole grains or starchy veggies.
Simple and effective.
So simple. And the book also talks about this study in the Journal of Nutrition about combining carbs with protein and healthy fats.
Yes.
Like it can actually help with blood sugar control.
It does. It slows down digestion and prevents those crazy sugar spikes.
So instead of a plain baked potato, we're talking salmon with avocado.
Ooh.
Or Greek yogurt with nuts.
Now, healthy eating sounds amazing.
Delicious and good for you.
Yeah.
Okay, let's switch gears for a second and talk about exercise.
All right.
You only need 150 minutes a week of moderate activity to make a real difference for blood sugar management.
And that doesn't have to be crazy gym workouts.
Not at all. We're talking brisk walks, swimming, even dancing around your house. The American Diabetes Association actually recommends those 150 minutes.
Yeah.
And the science behind it is so cool.
Tell me more.
Exercise actually improves insulin sensitivity at a cellular level.
It's amazing how our bodies adapt and become better at using glucose.
And get this, the benefits of exercise can last for days after your workout.
Wow, that's motivating.
Right. But it's not all about cardio. We got to talk about resistance training, too.
We do. Building muscle is like adding another weapon to your blood sugar fighting arsenal. It helps your body use glucose better in the long run. And there's a review in Diabetes Care that suggests combining aerobic exercise with resistance training is the best combo for blood sugar control.
So grab those soup cans, do some body weight exercises, or hit the gym. No fancy equipment needed.
Exactly. And I was reading about this study from the American Journal of Preventive Medicine that found that even short breaks from sitting can help.
That's huge for people who sit at a desk all day.
It is. It's a reminder that even tiny movements throughout the day can contribute to better blood sugar regulation.
Like sneaking in mini workouts all day long.
Yeah.
Like our bodies are in overdrive even when there's nothing to worry about.
Exactly. And it's not just our minds that are affected. Stress can really mess with our blood sugar levels.
It's true.
When we're stressed out, our bodies release cortisol.
Cortisol.
And that hormone, you guessed it, it can raise blood sugar.
So it's like a double whammy.
Right? But here's the good news. There are some easy things we can do to manage stress.
Yeah, like what?
Well, this book talks about a study from the Journal of Alternative and Complementary Medicine, and it shows that mindfulness practices like meditation,
Meditation.
yeah, can actually improve those blood sugar markers.
That's amazing. It's like we can train our minds to be calm,
We can.
even when everything around us feels crazy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you don't have to become a Zen master or anything.
Right.
Even taking a few deep breaths throughout the day can make a difference.
I like that. It's a good reminder that we have more control than we think.
We do. And speaking of things we can control, let's talk about sleep.
Sleep.
It's not just about feeling rested. It's super important for blood sugar balance, too.
You know, I used to think sleep was a luxury, but now I realize it's essential.
It is. When we don't get enough sleep, our bodies just don't function properly.
Yeah.
And there's research in diabetes care that shows a link between short sleep and something called impaired glucose tolerance.
Impaired glucose tolerance.
Yeah.
What's that?
It's basically how well our bodies process sugar. And poor sleep messes with that whole process. It disrupts glucose metabolism and increases insulin resistance.
So those 7 to 9 hours of sleep,
Yeah.
it's not just about looking good, it's about keeping our blood sugar in check.
Exactly. And that leads us to the world of supplements.
Oh, yeah, I was curious about that. The book mentioned a supplement called GlucoTrust.
GlucoTrust, right?
Mm.
Now remember, lifestyle changes are always the foundation,
Foundation.
but some supplements can give us an extra boost.
I like boosts.
And GlucoTrust has been getting a lot of attention for its potential to support healthy blood sugar levels.
So what makes it so special?
Well, it's made with all natural ingredients, each with its own traditional uses.
No, I like that.
One ingredient that really caught my eye is Gymnema sylvestre.
Gymnema sylvestre, that sounds pretty exotic.
It is. It's been used in Ayurvedic medicine for centuries.
Centuries.
And studies have shown it can help reduce sugar cravings.
Really?
It actually blocks sugar receptors on your taste buds.
Whoa, that's fascinating.
It's like taking away the temptation at the source.
That's so cool. So what else is in this GlucoTrust?
Well, it also has biotin, chromium, and manganese,
Okay.
all of which are involved in glucose metabolism and insulin function.
So it's like giving your body the tools it needs to do its job.
Exactly. It's all about supporting your body's natural processes.
This all sounds really promising, but I know with any supplement, it's important to talk to your doctor first.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially if you're taking any medications, it's always best to get personalized advice.
Right. We've covered so much today, from the science of blood sugar to practical tips.
We have. What are your biggest takeaways?
Honestly, I'm blown away by how connected everything is.
Me too.
It's like our food choices, our exercise habits, our stress levels, our sleep.
It all plays a role.
Everything affects our blood sugar. It's like this intricate dance.
It is, but it's a dance we can learn.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So how do we make this all less overwhelming?
Well, I think the key is to start small.
Small steps.
Yeah. And a home glucose monitor can be super helpful for tracking your progress.
Makes sense.
And of course, regular checkups with your doctor are essential.
It's all about having a personalized plan.
Exactly. And remember, this isn't about being perfect. It's about making progress.
Progress, not perfection. I love that.
Each step you take towards a healthier lifestyle brings you closer to your goals.
So maybe this week you focus on adding more fiber to your diet.
Yeah.
Next week, you prioritize getting enough sleep.
Yeah.
The week after that, you try a new stress management technique.
Love it. Small, consistent changes add up over time.
They do. And before you know it, you've created a lifestyle that supports your health and well-being.
Exactly.
It's like building a house brick by brick.
It is. And the best part is that these natural approaches aren't just about blood sugar. They benefit your whole body.
It's true. Imagine having more energy, feeling better, and reducing your risk of chronic diseases.
It's all possible.
It really is. And it's not about deprivation. It's about finding a way to live that makes you feel good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sustainable changes.
Yeah. And before we wrap up, I wanted to touch on something that really stuck with me. The idea that these lifestyle changes could actually reverse those early signs of insulin resistance.
That's a pretty powerful thought, isn't it?
It is. It's like our bodies have this amazing ability to heal
They do.
if we just give them the right support.
It's like hitting the reset button.
Yeah, and it all comes back to those small steps we talked about: choosing the right foods, moving our bodies, managing stress, getting enough sleep, and maybe even exploring a natural supplement like GlucoTrust.
Always talk to your doctor first, of course.
Of course. It's all about taking a holistic approach.
Right, recognizing that our bodies are these complex systems.
Yeah, and that true health means looking at every aspect of our well-being.
Mind, body, spirit, the whole package.
Exactly. And that's what we're all about here on the Deep Dive, giving you the knowledge you need to take charge of your health.
Knowledge is power, but action is where the magic happens.
So go out there, put these strategies into practice, and watch how amazing you feel.
We're rooting for you.
We are. Thanks for listening to the Deep Dive. We'll be back next time with another deep dive into a fascinating topic.
Until then, stay curious, stay informed, and keep on diving deep.
And don't forget to check out the show notes for links to all those studies we mentioned. We'll catch you on the next Deep Dive.